Well, the official advice to bring back face nappies is here, and the mainstream media cabal are not challenging it, as usual. Why am I not even surprised about this? So, we have been receiving some new updates over the last few weeks on what's been going on in China, new variants and everything else, and all the lockdowns and tyranny and drones going around forcing people to stay at home and in camps. Now it's coming back here, and not officially on the same level, but the narrative is changing again. So, the advice to tell the public to use their face nappies in public spaces has officially returned, thanks to the World Health Organization. Oh, yeah, because they're so credible. They've definitely not made mistakes in the past. Yeah, because they're now saying we should be concerned about, obviously, new variants like XBB.1.5, ZYX, whatever. And, of course, we care about public health. No one's undermining public health. The issue that we have is that there's absolutely no scrutiny. All we want is a bit of a conversation. Someone in the mainstream media do a bit of investigation, do some interviews, find out exactly why this narrative is returning, considering the same World Health Organization were recommending to us not to use face nappies. They were literally saying that if you're not sick or not caring for anybody, don't use it. This was in March 2020, as the first lockdowns were starting. So the official advice between about 4,000 years ago and 2020, the official advice was these things don't really work. Unless you're in a very specific environment and you're ill and you're obviously exposed to someone else, close contact, then you can't there's no need. If you're driving in a car on your own or just cycling in the middle of a street in London, there's no point in doing it because it doesn't do anything, considering they're not even actual clinical ones. And it completely backfires, but it's perfect as a tool to do crowd control. That's what China is doing. But the irony is, it's just really fascinating that it's a bit of a cycle. When the West goes down, East comes up. When East goes down, West comes back up. Beginning of this whole chaos in 2020, China went crazy, but for a short period of time in terms of lockdowns and everything. And then they opened up as we closed. So we, following Italy and everybody else, we went down, and then they had concerts and events in Wuhan, of all places. They were celebrating. When we opened up, then China went down again. Then they decided to go ultra-authoritarian, as I said, with drones and everything else that they've been doing to control the crowd. Not saying that completely everything is now opened up, but we now know that obviously China have now ended the quarantine for travelers in January, this month. And the issue that we have is that why is it that the moment China are slowly starting to open up, and they know that because they're all the backlash that they've received, all the protests, they can't really completely do full-on tyranny. Now the World Health Organization's recommendation has now changed against us. What are we doing wrong? Obviously, there are so many discussions and a lot of investigations that are not happening when it comes to this whole saga from the labs in Wuhan and everything else. But there is no scrutiny on basic government policies. And this is the issue that we have. Why does it have to be the job of me, this channel, and some independent journalists and reporters to do it? Well, we used to have the actual mainstream platform back in the day doing this job, but not now. They're just complete sheeple. They're just following the narrative. They're all in it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.